What's up, my oh so beautiful people? Today we're going to be going over some passive income strategies that I use to help my money make more money. And hopefully when you use these ideas, it can help you to multiply your money and you can make money while you sleep. Everyone wants to, make some kind of passive income, but the whole idea is that you put your army of dollar bills to work and you are able to multiply your money with very little effort, right? Passive income. So these tips are going to help you come up with some kind of idea to come up with some passive income strategy and ideas for yourself. Now, if I say anything in this video, please do me a favor and like. And if you get all the way through the video and you like what you hear, please consider subscribing to my channel because that's going to help me, that supports me, and then that helps me create more videos for you. So again, we're going over some passive income ideas. Let's get into it. So the first one we're going to talk about is real estate. A lot of people say, oh, real estate isn't passive income. And then other people say it is, but you have to work it. So let me just kind of sum this up and tell you about my experience. My experience with owning property as well as, investing in REITs as well as peer-to-peer lending, which we're going to go through all those, is that at first, any passive income, idea that you have, you're going to have to put some kind of work into it to get it started and get it going, right? It's not just going to be, you just click a button and it goes, right? So you have to put some kind of effort into it for it to become a passive income revenue stream, okay? So you have to put in some work, but the first one is real estate, and I'm going to show you and tell you how this is a passive income idea and how it helped for me. Okay, so one way you can make passive income in real estate is going to be with peer-to-peer lending, okay? P2P, that's a P, lending, okay? And specifically, the platform that I use is Ground Floor. And Ground Floor is a platform where you can invest in rental property projects that different landlords across the U.S. have, and you can just fund them money to help them get through their project. Rather that's refinance or rehab, rather that's a full rehab, rather it's just refinancing, but you invest in Ground Floor through your dashboard, and when you invest in it, you get to just sit your money on there in a return of, 6, 7, 8. I haven't seen some returns at 10, 11, 12%. As long as you have your money in there. So what I've been doing is just, putting my money into Ground Floor. I'll allocate a certain percentage to it and I will just let it sit in there. And every time a project comes up, I would just reinvest my money, just making sure that that pot of money keeps going. So again, this is a passive income idea because I only have to invest once. Now, I do have to, look at the projects, how much interest rate, the promise note on it. One thing that you see, is it deferred or is it interest paid out monthly? So you do have to do that research when you want to invest in one of the properties on Ground Floor. But as soon as you put your money in, you get to go to sleep and just know that your money is making more money every month, every day. It's just accumulating more money through interest that's paid on the loan that you gave out. Another passive income idea I have in the category of real estate is going to be rentals, okay? Actual rental properties that you rent out. And with rentals specifically, you want to have a property management team. Okay, so when you're dealing with rentals, some people may say, oh no, you have to do so much work. You got to cure to the tenant. You got to make sure there's certain laws, there's your grass is cut and et cetera, et cetera. But if you have a property management team, you would pay them interest rate between, let's say like some you could do, between 8 to 10% of the monthly income. And they would take care of all that for you, right? So that's what makes it passive. If you have rental properties and you hire a property management team, they're going to handle the contract of the tenant. Some of them handle going to court and evictions, cleaning the property, making sure it's up to code, and keeping you informed. And just every month, they will just send you a paycheck. So you don't even have to worry about anything. Every month, property management team will send you a paycheck. They would take between 8 to 10% of the monthly rental that you get. So however much the tenant pays you, they would take 10% out of that, 8 to 10% out of that, and then everything else they would send it to you. Now, some property management teams will send you an invoice saying, everything they paid for, some of the stuff that they had to look at, and they will say, hey, do you approve of these transactions, right? Like if the plumber, like if the toilet breaks, right, and you got to hire a plumber, and they send them out there, they get a few quotes, they like, hey, do you approve of this? And you be like, yes. So again, there's very little work that needs to be done. That's what makes it a passive income idea. But if you have a property management team, they're pretty much going to handle everything for you. And this is one of the things that I use as well. Another passive income idea in the category of online courses and ebooks. Now, if you have a specific skill, like you went to school for it, you're an accountant, you know how to, make banners for YouTube, you know how to create things, you know how to knit, you can create an online course. Now, again, when you first start off, you have to put in the work, right? You can use different online platforms. There's many. One that I use is Thinkific. I hope I'm saying that right. Thinkific. And then also there is Udemy. So you can actually create an online course that you're specific, like you have specific knowledge in, like you're an expert in, and you can teach other people. Today, we see how college is going. There are so many people in college debt. So they're looking at online courses to really fast track their growth in the area that they want to focus in. And this is a great way in a hugely growing industry right now for you to make passive income. Again, you have to first make the course, and then once you record the course and you got it going and populated online, you can just continue to sell the video recording, right? Continue to sell the modules, and that's how that works. Also, we have ebooks. Now, I created an ebook last year about getting out of debt. If you don't know my story, I was able to pay off $47,238.38 worth of debt in less than a year. And I decided to take those tips and all the things I learned from my different books that I read and different things that I learned during different conferences and just put it in a small ebook. If you're interested in that, if you want to pay off some debt, look at the description below where you can grab a copy of my ebook. But if you, again, have a specific journey, or you have a tale to tell, or you're really good at writing, you can create an ebook. Now, if anybody is thinking about, I don't know how to write, or I don't know, grammar and proper English and so on and so forth. That's why you can hire freelancers, right? For my ebook, I hired three, three different proofreading experts on books and editing and things like that to make sure that my book was properly written and that it made sense to the consumer and for whoever was downloading the concept, right? Or downloading the ideas. So you can hire that work out, but the ideas come from you. So if you're an expert in a field, or you have a personal journey that you went through that other people can learn from it, consider writing an ebook. You self-publish it online, and you just send out the link, and you just have people support you. That's another passive income thing. Again, I wrote my book last year. Now, it's not the top selling book. It's not, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. It's not, I will teach you how to be rich, but it is my ebook that I own, that I self-publish, and any other day, I just, look at that. I, sold 3 books. Oh, look at that. I sold 5 books. And it's a passive income stream that will forever live on. So online courses and ebooks is a great way for you to use your specialty to have a passive income idea. Let's move on to the next category. Last thing we're going to talk about in the real estate passive income category is REITs. Now, REITs are real estate investment trust, right? Real estate investment trust. And it's pretty much like investing in a stock. It's a portfolio of a bunch of properties under management. You would invest in it, and you would just get a dividend paid out to you every month. Now, with this investment, again, this is the most passive income idea in real estate ever. Like, you literally just buy stocks in one of the publicly traded companies, and you just let them manage everything, and you just get paid dividends every month, every quarter, however the REIT provides their dividends. But this is going to be the most passive income idea through the real estate category. You literally buy a share, like for example, like one of the REITs that I hold is O, right? O is one of the property managements, and they pay a dividend and they pay you every month. So you're going to get a dividend every month. But this is one of the stocks I have in my REITs portfolio. All I do is invest in the company, and then I get paid every month. And what I like to do is reinvest those dividends so it can just continue to grow and grow and grow, and my stocks and my shares grow and grow and grow. So I just continue to get paid passive income and continue to make my money work for itself. And the great thing about it is that it's totally liquid. So as soon as I want to take some money out, let's say buy a car, let's say put a down payment on the house, let's say, I get into some trouble, I need to pay some bills, I could just I could just sell my shares, and then boom, done. I have money. So this REITs is going to be the last one for passive income ideas for real estate. Now we're going to move over to the next category. The next passive income idea is crypto. And I know everybody, crypto is like a big phase or a big thing right now. Bitcoin is going up and all these different Ethereum and blockchain. You hear all these things, but specifically we're talking about staking your crypto. And what does staking mean? Long story short, and if you're a cryptocurrency person, you know what staking is, but to keep it very baseline, it's when you actively participate in transaction validation on the blockchain. Okay, so you will give during whatever platform you use. I use crypto.com, I use Binance, and I stake my crypto on those two wallets or platforms. And what you do is you put your crypto in a certain category, like in a staking position, and it would tell you, if you have it in here freely, you will earn, 3%. If you have it in here for 3 months, you will earn, 6% and whatever, et cetera, et cetera. So you will give your blockchain to the staking transaction validation process, and you will in return get a percentage of that crypto back to you. Now, I know a lot of blockchain people will probably be in the comments like, you could explain that better and you could do. I get it. I don't mean to crap on anybody parade, but what's most important here is that you can earn passive income through crypto by staking your crypto. And the online platform that I use is crypto.com and Binance. And mine is Binance US, but wherever you are, Binance or Binance US or Binance, whatever country you're in. So this is what I use. And again, I will, for example, I am a holder of XRP, and what I would do is stake my XRP on crypto.com, and I will get 2% every week on my crypto, and that will be paid out to me in XRP. So that's a way that you can have your crypto make money for you by investing or staking, and you will get a interest return on that, and they will pay you back in the crypto that you are staking. So that's another passive income idea category in crypto. So the last passive income idea I'm going to talk about is stocks. Now, I didn't want to talk about stocks during this video because we see everything that's going on in the stock market right now. The Fed is insane. But I can't pass this up, and I know a lot of financial people in the community is going to talk about, why didn't you talk about stocks? And specifically dividend paying stocks. All right, dividends, stocks that pays dividends. And you can find those anywhere. You can literally go to dividends.com, and they will show you, you put in certain numbers and certain stocks that you're interested in, and it will show you, what their dividend payout is, and they pay you out monthly or quarterly, sort of like the REITs, right? So, but there are stocks out there that publicly traded, like Coca-Cola, Apple, McDonald's, that pays you dividends, and dividends are pretty much money that the companies give back to the investors when they made, their target and they made more than that, right? So if a company is making a lot of money, they will pay out dividends to their stock investors saying, thank you for investing in, believing in our stock and helping us grow. And you will get a percentage of that earnings, right? So I'm not going to tell you what stocks to buy, but I am going to give you some factors that you should consider, when you're investing in dividend paying stocks. So the first one I'm going to talk about is beta. All right. So beta is going to be like the volatility of the stock. And my suggestion is that you want to invest in betas that are 1 and lower. Okay. Anything higher than 1 is going to be on the bit of the volatile side. That means it goes up and down a lot. It fluctuates up and down in the market a lot, right? The next one that I'm going to talk about or share with you again is PE ratio. Now, a lot of people, hear that, and PE ratio is profit over, earnings, and you want that number if you can find one, because again, the market is crazy right now. So if you can find one that is, 25 and below, that's a good number, right? I would say 20 and lower, but again, the stock market is pretty crazy right now. So if you can, PE ratio of 25 and lower or 20 and lower, that's a pretty safe investment that you can look into. And then lastly, we're going to talk about the actual dividend. And you want to look up the history of the stock over the last 10 years, okay? What was their dividend likes in the last 10 years? Did it go up? Did it go down? Right? So, some companies, if you saw in the news, if you're into investing in stock, a lot of companies cut their dividends in half. I know GE was one of them. They pretty much got rid of their dividends. So in the last 10 years, what did the dividends do? Did it go up? Did it go down? Does it have a 10-year history? Is it reliable? That's what you want to know. Is this stock reliable? So here are a few things that I look at other than a price when I'm investing in dividend paying stocks. And then of course you want to know, the percentage. Let me make sure I throw that in there so people don't say, well, what about the percentage? So a great percentage for dividend paying stocks will be anything over 3%. Okay, 3% and up. All right, I'm going to keep drawing my little up arrows. 3% and up. Because everyone always talk about inflation. Inflation is 2% every year, but I want you to go over that. And again, if you've been paying attention to the stock market and to the economy at that in the last few months, and maybe this affected you, but you will go to the grocery store in, February, March, and bread was, 99 cents, $1, and you go now, bread is almost like $1.50, $2. That's how inflation works, right? So depending on what's going on in the economy, even though they say, 2%, but your food prices go up, the price of meat, I'm sure people may have heard of that, like beef and steak and things like that went up substantially during this time, chicken. So the consumer, and I don't want to get too deep into this because I could just keep going, but you want to invest in a dividend paying stock that is above inflation. Inflation is 2% each year, right? So I will always recommend, and what I've been doing is investing in dividend paying stock that's over 3%. And this is not, unheard of. Again, there's a bunch of REITs, there's a bunch of companies. A great company is McDonald's. There's a few companies out there that has a dividend payout of more than 3%. So that's another passive income idea. You can invest in stocks, specifically dividend paying stocks. And some things that you want to look at is beta being 1 and below. That's the volatility of the stock. PE ratio being 25 and below because of what's today, situation is in the finance world. And what would be great is 20 and below. And then you want to check out the 10-year dividend payout of a company. Did it go up? Did it go down? And again, you want to invest in a dividend paying stock that's at least 3% and up. That's what I would suggest. Well, wait, no, I won't suggest that because I'm not a financial advisor, so don't sue me. But this is the stuff that I do and that I look at, and maybe you can use to help you with your passive income ideas. There you have it, my beautiful people. Passive income ideas that you can use today that will help you and your money make more money for you, and you can make money while you sleep, right? That's what everybody want to do. So if you found anything useful in this video, one thing, or you were like, you know what? He has a nice smile, or he knows what he's talking about, or man, I didn't even think about that, or I didn't know I can do that. Please like this video. Please share this video. And if you want, please check out my other videos as well and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Until the next one.